Just got my Amazon package opened with the little electric motor for drying out my water bladder for off-road riding. So this is the unit here, and I am using a couple of the other pieces here. This one literally just slides into the opening there. So we're putting a little bit of a snorkel on it. And then here, the arrows line up here, and you twist and rotate this one to lock it into place. And then over on the water bladder, this is going to plug in to the end of the snorkel, and it's going to feed air to the tighter end of the water bladder. I also have one of these hang-up dryers that don't work particularly well because, well, you're not blowing anything through, you're just trying to hold the bladder open so that the water can naturally evaporate. So I'm just going to put that in there to kind of hold things open. And at this point, all that's left is to take the USB, which is plugged into the wall. It did include the little USB adapter here, but I'm just going to plug it in. And it's literally just going to flow air until morning through the bladder to dry it out. So it will dry out the hose. Again, this is relatively new. It's not all dirty, but literally we're just going to get airflow coming back out here to dry it out. So we'll just leave that there till morning. Simple as that. Back here the next morning, this has been running for about 7 hours. And looking at the bag, there is no longer any water down here in the bottom. So it seems to be dried out. Up here in the top, however, where this is kind of folded over, you can sort of see there is a little bit of water still in the top. Again, this is not open. I'm feeling it here. It's flat, it's sealed. There's literally just no airflow getting back into the corner. So this has worked pretty well as long as it's open, but that's one of the drawbacks to using the tube here. There's not a lot of airflow. I can't really feel it, but obviously you can see it now. Otherwise, this had been sitting for 24 hours and there was still plenty of water still left in it. So this has done a pretty good job, as long as air is actually moving through a section. And this, it's just on the corner, it's folded over, so there's literally no way for the water to get out. I removed the hanger from the inside of the bag, and I do observe there's a little spot of water there and there. And this is after 7 hours. Difference now is I'm just going to stick this inside, and you can see a little water droplet there, a couple down there as well. So I'm going to leave it in like that while I go to work today and come back and observe. Back after about 14 hours away today. Fan's still running. I no longer see any water inside the bladder here. The airflow seems to be a little bit better with this approach. Hard to tell if he got it all, but I would hope after 12 hours. Ran this one for about 8 hours, blowing through the tube into the end, and then about 14 hours just directly in the larger opening. The fan flows better air when it doesn't have this tube restriction on it, so I think that's the that'll be my norm, I guess. I did not use the hanger inside to try to hold things open. I think these little sections here don't really allow flow as well. Personal opinion, we'll see over time. Anyway, I'm happy to have this because I don't think it ever would have dried out just hanging